I think I'm gonna like it here.
One roommate at a time.
Have you ever heard of knocking?
We live here, remember?
Well, don't remind me.
Real nice view.
Yeah, well, don't get used to it, okay? I don't think I will ever get used to having a man around here myself.
Well, you might as well get used to it sooner or later because we do pay the rent.
Well, that you do, but that certainly doesn't entitle you to a floor show.
How much would that cost?
For you? I don't think there's enough money in the world.
So, why are you running around half-dressed, Tiffany? Having company?
I'm going out, and not a minute too soon.
Well, you don't have to leave on our account.
Don't worry, darling, I won't. In fact, I have a party to attend.
Anyone we know?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I believe he's an old friend of yours. Commissioner Scorpio?
Here you go.
So, how do you like it so far?
Life as a free man again?
That and living here with us.
It's terrific. As long as your roommates aren't around.
Oh, come on, Scotty. You could be a little happier than that after all. You are out of jail.
Yeah, no, it's just this, mall project, you know? Trying to get the mob out of it. How do you tell a bunch of gangsters to take a hike?
You don't.
Yeah,
They tell you.
what if you have to?
And you do it very carefully. With a lot of help.
If I could just get them to voluntarily pull out, I'm sure I could get legitimate financing then. I mean, the bank thinks it's a good deal. Other investors would feel that way, too.
Well, you can try telling Hand that, but I doubt he's going to walk out on his own.
Hand's not the one I'm worried about. He's nothing. It's Largo. He's the big shot. I just don't know how to find him.
You can bet Hand isn't going to tell you how to get in touch with him.
What if I just marched right in and told Hand as long as the mob is connected, Scorpio will never let it happen?
I think he'd kick us right out of his office.
Yeah, but what have I got to lose? The worst, we'll be right back where we started from. The right pitch might just work.
Guess it's worth a try.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. I could use some moral support, though. Come with me?
Sure.
I'll get the coats.
Well, I knew you'd show up sooner or later. Hey, Tony, introduce me. Heather Weber, Augie Nash. You
Hi.
two ought to get along just fine.
Hi.
Pleasure. What is this, a social call?
All right, look, I'll get right to the point. And Scorpio is aware of mob involvement in the waterfront development.
So?
I think it's best that you just disassociate yourself from the whole project.
Well, now, you are a real pal, Baldwin, always thinking of me.
I just don't want to see you get burned.
I got tough skin, Counselor. And believe me, I am not giving up this project.
All right, it's your funeral then, but I think you ought to get in contact with Largo and let him know about this.
Why bother him? He's a busy man.
Well, he'll take time for this because if you're not pulling out, I am. And without me, the legitimacy of the whole thing goes out the window. When you go to Scorpio looking for permits and stuff like that, he's going to laugh in your face.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, you guys might be in big trouble.
Largo's not going to like that.
Yeah, well, that's what I figured. So if you're nervous or something, I'll do it for you. Why don't you give me his number? I'll give him a call.
Not a chance, Baldwin. I'm going to handle this myself.
Well, you might be making a mistake.
Why don't we go make some coffee? It looks like this could be a long discussion.
Be my guest.
Why don't you help me? Help me find where everything is.
I'm all yours.
Hey, you seem like an awfully nice guy. Kind of scared to a single girl like me who doesn't go out much.
You just seem a little intimidated by the guy, that's all.
I'll take care of him, Baldwin.
So don't you want some help?
No, not from you.
Hey, come on, man. I'm on your side, remember? Now, why don't we get together? You and me, Largo, we'll talk.
Yeah, thanks, but no thanks. I'll speak for myself.
Really? It's fascinating.
You think so?
Sure. I never met a man with a background as intriguing as yours.
Well, I've been around, that's for sure.
You worked for Anthony long?
And no, just since I hit town.
Where were you before this?
New York.
I love that town.
Me too, there's lots to do.
Especially for a man like you. Were you with the organization there?
Yeah. I've been with the organization almost since I was old enough to know better.
I bet you've seen a lot of changes then. Where's the big boss now?
Caught you.
What?
Well, now, you don't expect me to believe that the two of you are in here making coffee, do you?
I didn't get a chance to make anything else.
Well, that's going to have to wait, because we're ready in the living room for some coffee. Pronto, my boy. Better keep an eye on your lady there, Baldwin. She and Augie were about to set up house in the kitchen.
I just can't take her anywhere. Not bad for a start.
I was so close, Scotty. Augie was about to give me Largo's number, and a hand poked his head in.
Well, if I knew that you were that far along, I would have stalled hand for a while. You sure do work fast.
Just trying to do my job.
Yeah, well, you are very, very versatile, aren't you?
I told you I'd be a big help.
Well, you are. You're an invaluable asset. A triple threat. The office, out of the office, at home, everywhere.